went for 6 months to the California School of Herbal Studies, and I studied with Rosemary. That's why I know her. And so when I came back, I had so much strength that I quit my job. I published the book. I started to look for the herbs. I planted a garden, and I didn't bother me whatever somebody want to say.
How has your life changed since you've become an herbalist? How has herbalism changed you?
You know, as a teacher, you have a new car, you have everything in your house, the most beautiful things you want. And then quitting your job, you start to whatever you have put in the garden, and then you're going to see that you don't need so much material things. There is a lot that you don't need. So, you know, it's a simple, being very simple, and being very, you know, nederig. What is nederig?
Modest.
Modest, and you know, feel very, very at ease. You know, knowing that you have to learn so much still. You know, that's how you feel, and that's how you are.
And how has herbalism in Curaçao changed since you came?
So people a lot of change. People planting their own garden with plants. You know, learning. Young people when they come to do the tour now, you know, they already know things. It's very beautiful to see that.
You look for the one that have that sound.
This one?
Ish. Okay.
Is that you? Yes, that's what you say. Ishi. I tried to remember the words that I heard you saying.
And then you have these like 7. These like the weeks, 26 weeks. 26 weeks, which is the year.
Wow. It's so beautiful.
Herbs have a healing spirit. You don't have to pluck it or pick it or none to fight to work with you. See, that's backward. That's after we lost the knowledge. We start make tea and things like that. We never have to do that. All them other anything later than that is just come business. Just come business, laboratory wrong. All of them laboratory. All Western science is wrong because they are working on a wrong formula. The formula they're working on is wrong. Einstein wrong. I say so. Don't take back no chat either. Einstein wrong. All of them wrong. The formula that the old science is based on is satanic and ungodly. Come from a satanic basis and unnatural science. That's why it don't produce nothing good. Nothing it produces good. It have a negative effect on you in some way. Either on you or the environment, pollution, drugs, processing. It's all wrong. Their science is based on experimentation and destruction. They have to destroy a thing to find out what in it, how it works.
And your science, our science, is based on
experience and observation.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I've done experimenting with that. One of the things I did was to put it in alcohol and then try and take the alcohol. And I had no effects immediately. None. And I was like, I guess, you know. And of course, sassafras is considered also spring tonic, but it is the bark of the root that's usually used. And it has that sort of reddish color. And it's very good, again, for the liver. Excellent for the liver, it's good for arthritis. It used to be used to treat syphilis. It's a blood purifier. essentially. And the leaves also have some of those properties, but the leaves as an aromatic plant, any aromatic plant, almost all of them, you notice will be used to treat fevers and colds, and it's good for the stomach too, very good for the stomach. And it's used to thicken gumbo. If you make the tea of it, it has a little bit of a thick, the tea is actually a little thick.
Today we were blessed to visit the Hattie Carthen Community Farmers Market and Garden, which is started by Yonnette Fleming, who we will be talking to in a little while. Welcome. If you could give everybody, let's say in this community, right, the surrounding, whatever blocks you want, maybe the whole borough even, if you could magically put knowledge into their heads about one herb or one plant, that tomorrow everybody would wake up and say, oh yeah, I know how to use that. I know how I need that in my home, or which one would it be?
For the neighborhood?
Yes.
There is a lot of violence in the neighborhood, so maybe I can say lavender. If everybody could just take a deep breath of lavender, I think it might be a better place to be.
Wow.
We have to go. I would like to say help come back, but if I can come back, I'll come back. I don't know if I can come back. Alright. Take care. Have a nice day. Alright, Kaylee.
I'll try to come back on Friday.
Add to that. You know, I like to think that what's happening now represents the best face of humanity. And within the African system, divination fits right in, because they will talk then to the spirits around the person to find out what's going on and then figure out what in nature to actually do. I met with one of the head bishops. This was in Zimbabwe. And he had a council, other church members, and it was amazing. It was like a pre-60s conversation. Because these guys were like, these are all Zimbabweans. We don't know anything about African medicine, but we're really interested in these herbs. The herbal medicine we're interested in. I said, well, where do you think they get the understanding for how to use the herbs? They don't want to hear anything about spirit or anything like that. But they kept coming back. It's amazing how they know. And with all these little propped up English accents and everything, these African people, they know nothing about their culture. But yet a couple made comments reflecting on like certain burial things and things that were done. That they had some remembrance of some of the cultural things that were done in those settings. But they had been so whitewashed, you know what I'm saying? So, speaking to me, an African American that had gone through that whole period of the 60s and everything like that, they didn't know what to do with me, because I could run them ragged either way, historically, from the medical end, and talking about the plants. I told them, I said, let me send you Melodoma Some book of Water and Spirit and see what you got to say.
No, I felt like you were already very giving, saying you can.
Take this, because I have other copies.
You wrote this in a healing grove, and it just floored me when you said that we are African Americans, meaning we are African descendants, African people, but we're here like in this space, and I'm paraphrasing because you say it much more powerfully, but that it makes us the newest and the oldest people.
Yeah, that type L, it's called a halogroup, I think. halotype. I'm forgetting now, but it's one of those two. And that's what we are. We are the oldest, yeah, and some of the newest.
And it's incredible when you put it like that.
Yeah. It's nice to, gosh, we've just been put down so much. Everything about us has been put down, and our practices were outlawed, and it's so hard to make a comeback, you know, to come back and be strong on our feet. But I think we're doing it.
I do too. I do too.
In large numbers.
For you to come out too, and I think that's also part of it. When you say we've been put down, that could be part of the secrecy too. Like I mean, you know, I'm not out about everything that I do either, because I'm just not, you know. I mean, just in terms of, you know, sometimes I mention the Orishas on my blog, but whether or not you know, like, why am I mentioning that? And it's partially also, it's a little bit rebellious, because I do feel like I've heard so much about Aphrodite and Artemis.
Exactly.
And it's like, there is something that we do, you know, and when you go, you know, if you go to the herbal conference, to the women's herbal conference, see, you would be bringing that, right? Because it's not there, and it's not because somebody doesn't want it there. It's because they just don't know. And maybe they do know, and they're not exactly sure what that is or what that's about, you know. But I mean, Venus, you know, and then Pachamama, which is beautiful. It's like we also have all of this.
Yes, and more.
Yes, and it needs to be put there in the forefront as well.
That's what I was